Once again, we thank our sponsors who help us put this show on the air. The Comfort Inn of downtown Denver, with their fabulous location, stunning atmosphere, and free breakfast, their special Metro State rate of $79 is hard to beat. And of course, Dex. Dex is your most complete, up-to-date source for information in the book and online at dexknows.com. Hey, thanks for coming back to the show. While the basketball seasons have now come to a close and the baseball and softball seasons are hitting their halfway points, two sports are just getting underway. The tennis teams at Metro are coming off successful seasons. The men's team took home the conference championships in 2009, while the women reached the RMAC title match, but just came up a bit short to Nebraska Kearney. The Roadrunner men jumped out to a 2-1 start after dropping their first match to Air Force, but they bounced back to convincing wins over Colorado Christian and CSU Pueblo to start conference play. Then it was back to the non-conference schedule where Metro split the trip with wins over Minnesota State Mankato and Hastings College, but they fell at the hands of Midwestern State and Nebraska Omaha. The women's team is off to a 4-5 start on the season and are currently alone at the top of the RMAC standings, sporting a 2-0 record. The Runners defeated conference foes Colorado Christian and CSU Pueblo by scores of 8-1. In April, the team's schedule looks like this. Metro will host home contests against Nebraska Kearney, Montana State Billings, and Colorado College. Then they will finish out the season with two roadies versus Western New Mexico and Mesa State. Our track team finished up their indoor season at the NCAA Division II Championships in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Our distance medley relay team and Sean Limbaum earned invites to try and bring home some national championship hardware. The DMR team of Carl Arnold, Anthony Luna, Rick Bogate, and Nate Newland broke the school record in a time of 9 minutes and 55 seconds, shattering their previous time of 10 minutes and 2 seconds. The time placed the team in the third spot behind Adams State and Missouri Southern, but it was a 2-spot improvement from last year when they finished 5th in their first ever appearance in the championships. Lindbaum, who is only a junior, finished in 9th place in the 800-meter run. He crossed the line in a time of 1 minute and 59 seconds. The quartet of Arnold, Luna, Bogate, and Newland earned All-American honors for their performance at the championships. What a great season for the indoor track team. A big congratulations goes out to the team that reached 12th in the national polls during the regular season. The end of the indoor season means the start of the outdoor season, and your Roadrunners competed at the CSU Pueblo Open on March 28th. 5 women runners finished in the top 10 in their events, while 9 men crossed the finish line in the top 10 as well. Rick Bogate was the headline for Metro, winning the 5,000-meter race. On the women's side, Danielle Kehoe and Senyo Flores had strong performances for their team, finishing 2nd and 3rd respectively in the 5,000-meter race. Time for another break, folks, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Roadrunner Review. You know, it's been 3 months since the volleyball team's incredible 2009 campaign, but those awards keep coming in for the team. Back on March 7th, 2 members from our volleyball squad were honored at the 2010 Sportswomen's Banquet. The Sportswomen of Colorado honors women athletes across the state and recognizes individuals and teams in multiple categories and have done so the past 36 years. Metro State's head volleyball coach Debbie Hendricks and starting middle blocker Anna Mapes were awarded medals and plaques for their excellence in the sport.
Well, I was just honored. You know, this is such an incredible organization, and the people that have received these awards in the past are cover a wide number of sports and always very high profile, highly accomplished individuals. So, I'm just honored truly to be here.
Hendricks was given the Milestone Award after reaching 200 wins as Metro State's head coach, while totaling 400 victories in her entire collegiate career.
We receive those on behalf of the team, and if your team isn't succeeding, then individuals aren't being recognized.
Mapes received the Comeback Award after the 30-year-old senior battled through 2 comebacks of sort. After leaving the University of Mississippi in 1998, she returned to the volleyball court 10 years later as a middle blocker for the Roadrunners. But at the start of the 2008 season, Mapes suffered a season-ending injury, halting the comeback. But in 2009, Mapes found her way into the starting lineup and earned all-conference honors, leading Metro to its best season ever.
My determination to finish what I started, and that's really helped me kind of power through all the challenges that I've faced.
While capturing victories and winning awards are special to Hendricks and Mapes, the love of the game is what drives both back to the courts every day.
I love what I do, and I think that I was just telling a friend of mine the other day, I skip off to work most days. It doesn't mean we don't ever have difficulties and challenges and struggles, but I really love what I do. I work for a good athletic director, a great president, a good administration. I have quality players like Anna. You know, it makes the difficult times easier, and it makes the times where we have a lot of success very rewarding.
Now it's time, as the logo says, for the top plays of the month, brought to you by Miller Coors. This month's top plays are actually top performances. Gotta switch it up every now and again, right? Number 5 comes from men's tennis, where number 2 singles, Georgie Perez, stepped up into the number 1 singles role and defeated Colorado Christian's number 1 guy by a score of 6-0, 6-0. Nice job by the senior. The number 4 performance comes from a sophomore, as softball's Brittany Moss strikes out a school record 13 batters in the 6-4 win against the Thunderwolves on March 21st. Every batter she faced struck out at least once, and she struck out 7 batters in a row at one point. On to number 3, the women's basketball team trailed for 39 minutes in their first round playoff game against the Colorado School of Mines, but Jasmine Cervantes hits a short jumper with 60 ticks left on the clock to give her team their first lead of the game. Then the defensive player of the year from the East Division, Kristen Valencia, knocks the rock loose from Stephanie Fogel, and Emily Wood picks it up and gets fouled for free throw opportunities. She drains both, and Metro goes on to upset the Ore Diggers to move on to the semifinals against Fort Lewis. The second performance comes from men's basketball, who won their 9th RMAC tournament championship. They rallied from a 19-point deficit to bring home the silver platter. Nicholas, Morris, and Evans earned all tournament team honors, while Nicholas was tabbed RMAC tournament MVP. And finally, the top performance of the month, we head back to softball for another pitching gem, as senior Christy Robinson throws the 8th no-hitter in Metro State history. It was the first no-no in her career, and she had a perfect game heading into the final inning before an error allowed a runner to reach base. Robinson struck out 6 in the win, and the preseason Pitcher of the Year is making her case for Pitcher of the Year honors with her amazing stuff. So those are your top performances of the month, brought to you by Miller Coors. Miller Coors wants everyone to remember to drink responsibly. Thanks for hanging out with us on this month's Roadrunner Review, and don't forget to come back and check us out next month for more high-flying Metro State action. For the Roadrunner Review, I'm Eric Lansing.